order to solve when you have a variable exponent right now until after we go through these, the only way we can do it so far is by common base. So we make the bases the same, and then we can set the exponents the same. So this base is 2 and this base is 2, so then I can say that 5x, seriously, plus 2 equals 17, subtract 2, 5x equals 15, and then divide by 5, x equals 3. Okay, y1, y2, go. You're checking it with your calculator. Y1, y2. Make sure if you have the TI-83s, you put that bad boy in brackets. So, this one, same base, so we get 2 minus 3x equals 7x minus 8. So we're going to add 3x. 2 equals 10x minus 8. Add your 8. 10x equals 10. Divide by 10. X equals 1. Y1, y2, go. So, what base can we make these both be? 3. You could also make them both be 9. 9c plus 1, and then 9 to the 3. So we get c plus 1 equals 3, c equals 2. Okay, this one, what can we make them both be? 5. So we do 5 to the 4a plus 2. 25 is 5 squared to the a. So I get 5 to the 4a plus 2 equals 5 to the 2a. And now they're the same base, so I can set the exponents equal. So I'm going to subtract 2a. What? No. Subtract 4a. It's an aggressive eraser. Okay, guys, quiet, please. Subtract 4a. 2 equals negative 2a. Divide by negative 2. A equals negative 1. Now, some people don't know what to put in the calculator. You put the original in, not something you've touched, because you're not like the goose with the golden egg, you know, with everything you touch turns to gold. Not always. So, y1, y2, this. So, this one is 2 to the negative t equals 64 is 2 to the what? 2 to the what?
6.
So negative t equals 6. So t equals negative 6. All right. F, what could I make them both be? Base what? 10. I always make them be smaller bases. And no matter how much I say that, there will be 2 of you on the test who will completely ignore me and once again make them bigger bases and get it wrong. So please don't be those 2. Make it be 0, people. That would be great. 1,000 is 10 to the 3. 20x minus 42. So I get 10 to the 10x minus 2 equals 10 to the 60x minus 126. 10x minus 2 equals 60x minus 126. And then a lot of people get stuck here. Pick an x, move it. If you're thinking more than 3 seconds, you've wasted time in your life, you're not getting back. Okay? So negative 2 equals 50x minus 126. Add 126. So you get 124 equals 50x. Divide by 50. And we get 62 over 25. Is that true? Something seems shady.
I wrote it in.
When you punch in your calculator, you get negative 9.9.
62 over 25. Okay, so I'll just turn it into.
Okay, everyone's typing it in. Y1, Y2. We're going to practice turning this into a fraction as well. And we're going to see if I'm right or not. Y1, Y2. Okay, Y1, Y2, go.
Oh, the answer's just
Okay,
so.
let's double check our work because that is, well,
Right. It's just the decimal.
62 divided by 25 is not negative first off, and secondly is not 9.9.
I think the question is twice in confused.
Why? Sorry?
I blame the question.
Okay, I have to put the right way. Yeah, that is 2.48. The answer is not right. The answer is negative 9.9998. So this is wrong. So we have 10x minus 2, and then we have 10 to the 3 is 1,000. Yes, I'm not. Yeah. So I get 60x, and then 42 times 3. Now I don't trust my math. 126 times negative. Okay, and then when I add 10 and 60, I subtract it, I get 50. I add 126, I get 124.
Great.
Math cannot be right. I cannot be right. The calculator says I am not right. 60x. And this 126. And say 50.
This number is so messed up it can't be right.
Okay. The problem is not my math. The problem is where calculator with calculators. Go back to your calculator. Go second, trace 5, and then arrow to the right until you're at a bigger number. It's calculating in decimal way the heck off to the right. Enter, yeah. And then arrow it over to the other one by arrowing up. Second trace 5. You just need to be over to the right and go enter, enter, enter. And then you get 2.48. So the key thing is, I don't know how it's picking up that negative 9, whatever the heck that is, but always arrow closer to what your answer is. So if I know my answer is 2.48, I should be like have my little blinker closer to 2.48, not negative 10.
Because I checked all of these, and I got all of these what made this wrong? I literally did the exact same thing for this as I did for all of these. You just have to go when you get X, the arrow and the X. Until it's in the positives.
You're gonna look at me. I was teaching someone.
Yeah. Yeah, see? You just have to go until the arrows at about 2. Smells like milk It's freaking Malibu. Ready?
You get the right answer or what? I can't figure it
You were never gonna hear it. That's good idea.
No,
Okay, this is the answer. Okay, this one. We're gonna make the base 2. So, this is 2 to the x. 16 is 2 to the what? 2 to the 4, guys. And then a half is times 2 to the half. So when we have the same base, what do we do with the exponents? Add them. So we're going to get 2 to the x equals 2 to the 4.5. So x equals 4.5. Okay, h. What base can you make them both be? 2. So 8 is 2 to the 3, to the 3x. 4 is 2 to the 2, to the 1 minus x. There's only one base, so you multiply exponents. We get 2 to the 9x equals 2 to the 2 minus 2x. Same base, so I can set my exponents equal. 9x equals 2 to the negative 2x. Add 2x over. 11x equals 2. X equals 2 over 11. This one, we can make them both be base 3. 9 is 3 squared. The 3x plus 1. And 27 is 3 to the 3. And 3x. So I'm going to get 3 to the 6x plus 2 equals 3 to the 9x. 6x plus 2 equals 9x. Guys, 5 please. Minus the 6x. 2 equals 3x. X equals 2/3. The last one is, on this page, is a fraction. So I have 4 over 7 and 64 over 343. 4 to the 3 is 64. 7 to the 3 is 343. So I can just make the 64 over 343 as 4 over 7 to the 3. So I get 4 over 7 to the 5x equals 4 over 7 to the 3 times 2x minus 1.
What did you get for H?
So I get 4 over 7 to the 5x equals 4 over 7 to the 6x minus 3. Then I get 5x equals 6x minus 3 minus 6x. Guys, too much talking. Okay. Okay, these ones, you could make them all be base 2s, or you could do this. You can divide the 2 over because it doesn't have a variable on it. So we get 4x plus 2 equals 16. Then I can make them be base 4. 4 to the x plus 2 equals 4 to the 2. X plus 2 equals 2. Subtract 2. X equals 0. That one we could make them all be base 3 and then add exponents. Or I can divide that 9 over because 27 divided by 9 is a legitimate thing that we learned in younger years. So I get 3 to the 2x plus 1 equals 3 to the what? No. If 3 doesn't have an exponent, what's its exponent? 1. So I get 2x plus 1 equals 1. Subtract 1. 2x equals 0. Divide by 2. Equals 0.
When you put these in your calculator, you put the whole on the left side first.
Yeah.
The 2 times.
Yeah, so when you type it in, you would go 2 times 4 to the x plus 2. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's look at this question. A bacterium triples. Shh. Guys, stop. A bacterium triples every 6 days. The number of bacteria N present after X days is given by this formula. So we have to figure out what they gave us. So N represents the number of bacteria, X represents days. After how many days are there 243 bacteria? So did they give me N or did they give me X? N. N is bacteria, right? It says that? So now I have 243 equals 3 to the x over 6. 243 is 3 to the what? 5. So 3 to the 5 equals 3 to the x over 6. And then we can take 5 and set it equal to x over 6. How do I get rid of a division of 6? Times by 6. So x equals 30. So after 30 days, there were 243 bacteria. Your turn, you're doing 1, A and B. Go. So this one says a bacterium doubles every 12 hours. That's why we get the 2 and the 12. The number of bacteria N present after H hours is given by this formula. How many hours for 256 bacteria? Bacteria is N. So I know N equals 256. So I get 256 equals 2 to the H over 12. 256 is 2 to the what? Equals 2 to the H over 12. So I get 8 equals H over 12. How do I get rid of a division of 12? Times by 12. What's 8 times 12? So H equals 96 hours. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing the number sign. 6 hours. Needs to be the weekend is what my brain's saying. So after 96 hours, there are 256 bacteria, right? Would be your sentence. Okay, how many hours would it take for the number of bacteria to reach 1,000 graphically? So we're doing it graphically because 1,000 doesn't break nicely into base 2, correct? So we do y1, y2. Now, the catch here is, everyone paying attention? Y1 is 1,000. So that means there's a horizontal line drawn at 1,000. If your Y max is 10, are you seeing that? 1,000. No. So if you have just a number, that is a horizontal line at 1,000. Okay? If your window is at 10, are you seeing that line? No. So if you have just a basic Y by itself, your Y max has to be bigger than that. So I'm going to make my Y max be 1,100, or even 1,001 would work. Now, I know my answer is going to be in the positives, hopefully. You know. Remember, if your X max isn't big enough, it won't calculate it. So my X max currently is 100, but if you look at my graph, I need to get my calculator fixed on my computer. It's down here is 1, and here's another. You can't see where they intersect, yeah? So I need to make my X max bigger, because unless I can see where they intersect, I can't calculate it. So I'm going to go 200. A lot of people are like, oh, 100 didn't work. I'm going to go 1 million. That's not helpful. That's way too big. Second trace, 5, enter, enter, enter. So I got 119.6 hours. You can round it to whatever you want right now because I didn't give any rounding rules. So anything you rounded to would be correct. All right. We have a radioactive isotope has a mass of 512 grams and a half-life of 45 minutes, so hence the 512 where it is and the 45 where it is, which we're going to be doing later ourselves, but this one has it filled in. The number of grams N present after M minutes is given by this formula. How long would it take the mass to reduce to 1 gram? So N is the number of grams. So 1 equals 512. Now, some people might have put in their calculator because they freaked out. But what we can do is we can divide the 512 over because it's a number and a number. So 1 divided by 512 is allowed because they both are just numbers. Now, does anyone know 2 to the what is 512? 2 to the 9, correct?
Yep.
So let's think about this. 1 to the 9 is 1. 2 to the 9 is 512, correct? So I could actually rewrite this as 1 over 2 all to the 9. So I have 9 equals m over 45. And then I multiply by 45. And a lot of people don't have their screens big enough. Because what's 45 times 9? Pardon? I think you're right. But it is, I'm looking, sorry, for the units. Minutes. So you would say it takes 405 minutes for the mass to reduce to 1 gram. Yay. That's right. We're finito, muchachas.